Hi there, welcome back to my chat room, my YouTube channel, my awesome whatever. I love it, it's fabulous. It's all rainbow colored, by the way, so any color on the rainbow is welcome, embraced, loved, and appreciated, including people that you might look at and go, they're kind of freaky looking. But they're not that bad, trust me. I used to have blue hair, I know, and I may yet show up with purple hair again. You never know, but check it out. This is our room ghoul, our room guard. This is my completed stuffy. I spent hours on this thing. And then, of course, the back of it. And it's got his little iggly wigglies, And, yeah, I'm totally chuffed with my stuffy. Because look at him. He's scary looking. But he's so cute because he loves you. See, he's got a little heart. So, yeah. Anyway. Don't be afraid of him. I love making creepy and cute come together. Whenever I used to go out and fight in like little combat sims, I love the combination of cute but deadly. So you go in and you look absolutely adorable, but you kill everything in sight. In a combat situation, okay, not real life. That was fun, Okay. I have to say, I love the Young Turks. I mean, come on, they're fabulous. They're up to date. I just happened to see something on the damage report. A Toronto school trustee who claimed that Pride is a freak show, right, was actually confronted with his own tweets, okay? Where he says, oh, well, I never said that. But it's your tweet. Well, I don't remember. The typical stages of instant, what's the word? Convenient amnesia that politicians get, Well, I didn't do that. Well, I don't remember if I did that. Well, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm suddenly a useless pile of human garbage. Yeah, you are. Ooh, stop doing that. Anyway. I'm watching him and I just had to comment about that. I'm going to put the link below just because, well, I mean, it was entertaining. Come on, But the whole point of my show is really one thing. Who you can count on in this life, okay? Do you know who that is? You. You can try to fool yourself into believing that you have people you can count on. And for all I know, maybe you can. Maybe you got lucky. And you have good connections, family members, family structure. Maybe you have good childhood friends. I'm not saying you don't have any of these things, but most people I've witnessed, they find that really if you want to get something done, you have to do it yourself. If you rely on other people, it can become really problematic. Like, if you ask somebody for help occasionally, it can be okay, because you're not becoming a routine for them. So they don't mind usually. However, I think if you ask somebody to do something for you repeatedly until it becomes part of their daily, grind, routine, would they be as likely to do it? Like in my daily routine, there are things that I really want to skip. And occasionally I do. But they're in my routine. They don't affect anyone else except my partner. And usually not that much because I'm a neat freak, organization freak. But it's just, I've seen it too many times. People get lax, they get relaxed, they get to know someone, they think they can count on them. And the next thing you know, you're left behind. Holding the bag, wondering, why am I left like this? What did I do to deserve this? It's not that you deserved anything. You didn't, one way or the other. I think it's just life. I think it's how people are. I think it's how that bowl kind of rolls. You know, ball kind of rolls. Hello. And you just have to strengthen yourself. That's what I've done. I'm not the strongest person in the world by any means, okay? But when the doctors told me in that tone that this is it, this is the end, beautiful friend, I was like, you're not Jim Morrison, and I don't accept this. No, okay? I love Jim Morrison, but no. And so basically I climbed out of that wheelchair after about a year. You know, slow process. I fight it every day, I think, just to stay active. But I don't want to go back into the chair. Some people would just accept that the doctors know best. And you know what? You just have to say, okay, fine, I'll accept this. And they integrate it into their mind, into their life, and they start to believe that's their reality. And I think because of that, they don't really question it. I believe you should really question everything you want to question. If that is everything, then so be it. Go find a book, go read, go question people if you have that ability. Whatever resources you have at your fingertips, use them. Find that knowledge for yourself. If anything, I found that when I was in lockdown, it was an opportunity because I had the internet, which I'm very lucky I had. I know that not all people in this world have that, I realize, but I did. And so I started looking at skills I already had, and I thought, what would be some good, like symbiotic skills that could go with what I already know. Maybe improve my scope of knowledge, So I started to learn anything with my hands. I love to sew. I love creating. I love embroidery. I'm not sure that it loves me back yet, but I'm trying. I make a lot of things, just random. Like if there's a need that rises in my life, the first thing I do is I do go look online, see if there's anything that they found to be, useful. And then I look to see if I can make one myself. And I don't mean duct tape solution, which, don't get me wrong, duct tape is useful. I've used it before. But you have to start motivating yourself. If you don't know the answer to something, don't just sit there and accept that. Go find out what it actually means. And most of us have a phone glued to our hands, and all we have to do is, at this point, say the name of the computer and ask her the question, and she'll tell you, or she'll say, well, I don't know, or something like that. I don't actually have a mobile phone, a cell phone, and I would like one eventually. It's just not, it's not a viable thing at the present moment. But, the answers are out there. And, I think that the government and the people that work within the ranks of the government, they're just doing jobs. And it's up to us as citizens, really, to try to do the best that we can to empower ourselves with an education. And I'm seeing the reason why, the internet is a good place to gather knowledge, yes, but if you don't have any way to discern truth from falsehood, and perhaps you just take everything as truth, if you find a source that you trust and that person turns out to be anything but trustworthy, then all that knowledge is pretty much tainted, no doubt, with a shred of bias. And you're going to end up following something that isn't really that helpful in this world and isn't really the truth. That's the problem I'm seeing. I mean, that's why there's formalized education. I understand there's that structure, because And don't get me wrong, bias can fall into teaching structures too. I know that. I see it every day. But I mean, the people I see doing the most damage right now are the ones that are like, you know, the fly by night. I've read a few web pages. I've seen a few Facebook articles. I've seen this, and they suddenly are experts on, you know, various subjects, including the government, what they're up to. You get me? So, you know, another rule for my, you know, world, a law in my world, is be self-sufficient as much as you possibly can. Learn whatever new skills that you can. It's not hard, you know. Think about something that maybe even in passing you wanted to learn how to do. Or you thought, oh, that's kind of cool. What's that? Even if you just ask that question and go do some research on it, sometimes that's enough to make you go, you know, I'm going to go try and do that. Other times, it's a reality check where I've read something and thought, you know what, I don't stand a chance doing that. You know, like I love watching parkour. And I will continue to love watching parkour forever. I really don't see it changing. Yeah, not unless they get super strong or they have a robot that can carry me around like it's doing parkour one day. Don't get me, I love robots, okay? We need more of them. I mean, come on. I've been obsessed with like robots and transhumanism and, you know, anything Blade Runner, Tron, just, you know, Lawnmower Man. All of that was just right there for me. It was great. Now, I mean, you know, there have to be other fans of this in my channel. There have to be. Because it's just, there's a lot of things I always was like, you know, I'd love to do that, but then I never did it. You know what changed? Instead of saying, I'd love to do that, I started doing it. And this is the part that I don't see them focusing much on, is what happens when you do that. When you just start doing it, you're going to suck. You're probably going to make mistakes, and I would, if you're using new instruments, look up any possible like harm that they can cause you, just in case, okay? Other than that, have fun. Seriously, I'm telling you, go have fun. Because, you know, when I was creating my plushie dude here, I never knew how to do any of this stuff. That's why, I mean, I'm not bragging, but this is my second one. You know, like, I had my first one, which was this little tiny thing, and the face looked wrong, to that. I think I did good, you know? And I'm having a ball, like, buying different colored eyes. And I just want to make like creepy, cute, strange, almost like weirdo guardian stuffed animals, you know? Like, I was that little girl who would walk up to the big scary looking biker dude, and he was the nicest guy. I'm not saying they're all like that, but that was me when I was that age. I didn't know any better, but I swear they're not what you have to be afraid of. The people that look, you know, different and have weird hair and tattoos, surely you know that by now. It's not us that are doing bad things in this world. Anyway, I would really like you to think about what I've said and just really, really ruminate on it, okay? Think about it. There's something you like to do. There's something you've always wanted to do, or there's something you've admired other people that do it, but you never even tried. You don't have to have an audience. You don't have to have people watching you. Just do it when no one's around, you know? Do it in a place where you feel safe and you're not going to have someone walk in on you and, you know, like, you got to build up your confidence. And if you find that you can't do it, slow down, try other ways. Because there was something else that I read somewhere. It said that there was this old rule or this old law that said, you know, even if you try 100 times to do something, you'll fail most of the time, but you might get it right once or twice. And that's how a lot of really cool things came into being. So don't give up. Try something new. Open and expand your own abilities. You are incredibly talented. You just don't know what you're good at. So try. Okay? Give it a shot. Man, I mean, I just started doing YouTube because I love helping people. I do love talking. I do a lot of that. But, you know, if I can focus it on things that I like, I care about, and can do some good for others, then bonus, you know? And I've found some really cool channels on here. And yeah, so Team Box Cutter has honestly really helped me, because I'm actually watching their like videos and just see how things can be presented, and I'm learning. And you know, I appreciate any help, honestly, in that regard. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I did have, and I'm working on, I had a hair stick I was going to do, and it's really pretty, and I have one of these on the bottom of it, just the bottom part of this, not the whole thing, just a little bit. It fell off because I didn't close the jump ring enough. I thought I did, but my eyesight isn't super duper, so yeah, I was off a little, but I did put it together. It looked awesome, so I'm going to just like try to find it again. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what I made, okay? All right. Well, look, there's honestly so much love here for all of you guys. And I just, you know, just don't let hatred win. All right? You gotta just, don't let there be any excuse for these white supremacists, these Nazis, these baby Nazis to come to, you know, fruition. Don't give them anything. Shame them, because what they're doing is wrong. They have no right to do that. All right. Well, with that, I'm just going to let you guys go. Me and the bee. Kisses. See you later.